Hello everyone, my name is Charity. This is my first video that I'm doing, basically documenting my fitness journey into becoming a bikini competitor. The first show that I'm doing will be August 22nd. It's called Muscle Heat. It's in Greensboro, North Carolina. It is an NPC show. My reasons for doing a show basically is because of my own personal vanity. I will be turning 30 on August 17th. So I decided that I wanted to go into 30 looking the best that I ever looked in my entire life, and decided to do a show to basically use as a platform to show off all the hard work that I've been doing. I decided last year in November that I wanted to do a show. So I basically had 10 months to whip my butt into shape. I have been trying to build muscle, but I was kind of stubborn and I didn't want to technically bulk. I didn't want to get fat. Although now, knowing more, I guess I look back and I wish I had maybe did a little bit more bulking as far as putting on size, but you know, oh well. The time is here and I'm actually cutting. The entire time that I was actually bulking, I didn't do any cardio. Just worked out 5 times a week, mostly legs, arms, back, bicep, triceps, things like that, trying to build and sculpt my body. I have just went through my first week of actual contest prep. I'm basically carb cycling right now and started off with 4 days a week of fasted cardio. The first week was it is a little shock value to your body because you're not used to getting up and doing that cardio. It wasn't too bad the first couple of days, but probably about like the third day I was kind of already getting sick of it, and I only know that it's only going to increase and get worse. I had a couple of obstacles to overcome. My first week of prep, I actually started my cycle, which had me bloated, and a couple months ago I realized I had dropped a couple pounds and I was excited about it, but my cycle has totally changed as far as my symptoms, and in the middle of the night I'm getting really bad night sweats. I don't know if that's ever happened to anybody else out there, but I did read that, you know, dropping your body fat below a certain percentage, which I have no idea what mine is right now, could be the culprit. So that first week was pretty difficult for me just because I wasn't getting very good sleep. Like it was pouring down sweat in the middle of the night, having to get up, you know, like dry off and change clothes. It was pretty horrible. So like, I think that was my first obstacle. Also, we have a kind of out back, we have a barn is what we call it. And it has elliptical, some training weights, and a treadmill. Well, by the time I get up and go to get ready to do cardio, apparently wasps have taken over that area, and they like to run me out of there. So I have to either get up really early to do my cardio, earlier than I want to, or now I've decided I'm just gonna pull the elliptical and the treadmill into the garage so that I can work out, because these are, I don't know what kind of wasps, but they're yellow, and I don't know if they're hornets or yellow jackets or whatever they are, but they do attack me and run me out of there. So that is my first obstacle that I've had to overcome. My starting weight for last week before I start cutting was 132. I know it's because of my period, because I get bloated. I hold more water, which I'm sure pretty much everybody does. And I also had 2 very, very big cheat meals the week before I actually started. So my weight went from like 128 to 132. This morning I woke up at 129, so I'm happy with that. That's a great starting point. I don't know how much I will have to lose, but I do know that I hold a lot of my fat in my butt and my lower back. So that is the biggest focus for me right now. Other than that, I think it hasn't been too bad. This is week 2 and the cardio has already been increased. So yeah, it's going to be a long road. And I'm like, wow, I have 15 more weeks of this to go. I know that contest prep isn't for everybody. And when I hear people say that, that is absolutely true. Because when I tell some of my coworkers already, like what I'm doing, they're like, geez. But it takes hard work and a little dedication. Actually, a lot of dedication. But for me, I have my goal in mind, and that's why I'm doing it. This is just the first quick video. It's not much change, not much to talk about just yet, just because it is the beginning. But I plan on discussing a lot of things, like I said, obstacles, things I have to overcome, maybe also tips and tricks that I've learned from maybe other people that have more knowledge than I do that I'm willing to share with you guys. And also, if you guys have any insight for me and tips and tricks as well, please feel free to comment and let me know. But follow and subscribe, because yeah, this is gonna be a long, I guess now it's 15 weeks, no longer than no more 16. But all right, thanks for watching.